What it do? Dream Team, it's your boy Neal back with another reaction video, guys. Here we are once again with the Brady 6 Journey of the Legend No One Wanted Part 2. Before we dive in, make sure you smash that subscribe button, ring notification bell, get a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. What we got, Tom?
If he could continue to improve, that's why we carried him as an active player.
Tom Brady fell in love with football the day Dwight Clark made the catch. As fate would have it, Clark had a chance to draft Brady in 2000 as the GM of the Cleveland Browns. Clark did draft a quarterback. It just wasn't Tom Brady.
A spur-gun win from Southwest Texas State. 47.8 completion percentage this past year at the Division I AA level. 13 interceptions, only 12 touchdown passes. Would you say that again? 47%? I don't know. My tape must be blocked out or something. I can't figure this one out, guys.
We couldn't believe it. 47%. I mean, Tommy had thrown it better than 62% his senior year. Had thrown twice as many TDs as interceptions, had come back in games and the biggest stage with 100,000 people in the stands, and he didn't get any respect.
That's crazy.
Spurgeon.
That's crazy. They said 13 touchdowns and 12 interceptions. Almost a 1-to-1 ratio. 47% completion. And he got picked over Tom? Bro, what's going on?
Originally a Big Ten rival of Brady at the University of Minnesota, but he soon transferred back home to tiny Southwest Texas State.
I didn't see the wing kid. I don't remember him out of college much.
Oh, he's pretty good.
For some reason, I don't remember.
Minnesota, when you were there.
No.
At the University of Minnesota.
Oh, at the university? No. Was he really?
Yes.
As what?
Quarterback.
I didn't play big-time college football, that kind of deal. I never really had a great year. We didn't win a whole bunch of games.
Spurgeon had a strong arm. I mean, make no mistake about that. But Tom Brady was the best quarterback in my eyes in that draft that year. And then when I came to Cleveland and played with some of these quarterbacks, I'm like, wow, like, really, these are our quarterbacks we got here? And Tommy went in the 6th round. It's just unbelievable. It's just mind-blowing.
I'm anxious to see Spurgeon win. There's a good chemistry there.
That's it. But see, you got to make that decision earlier so he has a chance to hear it.
My expectation was that I wasn't going to play my first year. We had a #1 pick, Tim Couch, and we had Ty Detmer. Played a bunch of years, been everywhere. You know, I was told, hey, you know, sit and learn behind these two guys, which at the time I was okay with. Looking back, it's probably a mistake to even have that kind of thought process.
After an injury to former #1 pick Tim Couch, Spurgeon Wynn was forced into action.
Oh, dang.
It was trial by fire. A 44-7 thumping by the 2000 Ravens, the eventual Super Bowl champions.
Oh my God!
Caught off guard, yeah. I was caught off guard a little bit, and like I said, that was my own fault.
Talk to me about your favorites, because yeah, just talk to me about
under.
Love under, okay.
I like sticks.
Okay.
I like double seam. I
All
like
right.
10 seam.
Okay. Just want to throw so you can get on TV, huh? Yeah.
Tom Brady had to wait a year for his moment. A moment he prepared for the minute he was drafted.
A lot of people don't believe in you. Is obvious by, 6 other quarterbacks taken and 198 other picks. And I always felt, you know what, once I get my shot, I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna really take advantage of that.
I remember we were out in California for a wedding, and he was talking, and he said, I'm gonna beat out Drew Bledsoe. And I go, we call each other coach. I go, Coach, this is Drew Bledsoe, Pro Bowl quarterback. He goes, I'm telling you, and he starts throwing that ball harder at me and harder. And I got no gloves on. He's ripping my hands to shreds, and he goes, I'm gonna beat him out. You just watch.
Right there, good. Ready to see it, Brady.
Yeah, he was hungry. He was hungry from day one. He had a chip on his shoulder. He had something to prove because he knew what he was capable of. It's just other people around him, it seemed like they couldn't see it.
That's the best series you've had in camp.
We signed Damon Heward in 2001 as the backup quarterback, but by the end of training camp, Tom beat Damon out, and he really had a better preseason than Drew did.
Damn it.
What held us back from making that decision was just Tom's inexperience. And then, of course, by the end of the second game, Mo Lewis hit Bledsoe.
Oh, my God!
And the rest was history. And I knew when he got hurt that there's no way Tommy was going to get that job back to Drew.
Tom Brady has been put into quarterback and Drew Bledsoe taken out.
Bledsoe probably knew too. He was probably like, "Ah, Lord, this kid finna go out here and dominate."
Story is well known. Bledsoe never reclaimed the starting job. And Brady never looked back.
36 seconds left. Brady drives him 60 yards.
Brady led the Patriots to the AFC East title in 2001, twice beating the Colts and future Peyton Manning.
Good game. Oh, man, good luck. You too.
Unlike Brady, Manning was a 4-year starter in college, the best quarterback in Tennessee history. His successor was T. Martin, one of the Brady Six.
Oh, wow.
Martin.
Oh, my God.
Sidelines is caught. Fearless Price. It's touchdown.
Martin did something at Tennessee that Manning never did. He won a national championship.
Oh, wow.
Undefeated, and every week somebody's giving you their best to beat you. You know, you don't breathe. You just keep going. And to finally be the best at the end of the year, it was an awesome feeling.
Dang.
But in the NFL, he appeared in just 3 games and completed only 6 passes.
The NFL is such a bottom line business. You know, it's about production. You either get it done or you're not there any longer. And that reality sets in pretty quickly.
We're gonna get this one. Promise? I promise that.
Tom Brady didn't get to where he is without a little luck.
He calls the football. The Raiders have the ball. Charles Woodson came on a quarter blitz, and he rocked his former Michigan teammate. The play is going to be reviewed, though, Greg.
After reviewing the play, the quarterback's arm was going forward. It is an all right.
Wow. No, his arm what? But then he tucked it back in like it was a... Wow.
If not for the tuck rule, the Patriots would have lost.
Oh, there is a tuck rule. What's the tuck rule? I guess I don't know about the tuck rule.
Instead, it was a coming out party for the comeback kid.
The snap to Brady. Looks, stands, starts to run with it. He is down to the 5, and he's in. Touchdown, Tom Brady. And he spikes the ball and goes wild here in Foxborough.
Then after an upset in Pittsburgh, it was on to the Super Bowl.
I wasn't happy the fact that they beat us, but I was happy for him. And I told him how much I was proud of him. I actually gave him a hug and I wished him well.
I said I was going to get you down. I said I was going to get you down.
With the score tied late in the game, many expected New England to run out the clock.
Now with no timeout, I think that the Patriots, with this field position, you have to just run the clock out. You have to play for overtime now.
Instead,
why would you do that? You had 1 minute and 20 seconds left. It's a tie ball game. Y'all gotta talk to. Why would you not try to go score? I don't understand the thought process behind that. You're risking because you're risking the other team score. No. It's the fourth quarter. You gotta try to score the ball. You try to win the game in regulation.
The Patriots.
That's wild to say.
On pick 199.
You know, in those last 2 minutes, I got a glimpse of what Tom Brady would become. He's a guy that no situation's too big.
41 seconds left.
He's a guy that can find ways to win games for you.
Caught. Troy Brown at the 40.
Setting up the winning field goal to beat us. Even if it's against me, and even if it's him taking a Super Bowl ring from me, I couldn't help but appreciate what Tom did in Super Bowl 36.
How about that one? All right. How about that, baby? How about that one?
Crazy.
In the 2001 season, Tom Brady led the Patriots to one of the biggest upsets in Super Bowl history. A surprising feat for the 199th pick in the 2000 draft. But he wasn't even the first quarterback in his draft class to get a ring.
I ended up getting picked up by the Baltimore Ravens, and we ended up going to the Super Bowl. So obviously Greg got a Super Bowl ring out of it, which was awesome.
We were prepared to take Chris Redman in the first round. Our scouts in particular really loved the guy. So when he kept falling and we were able to pick him up in the 3rd round, the room kind of exploded because we felt like we were getting a late first-round value.
Slot right, 80 curl on one. Slot right, 80 curl
Dang.
on one.
Redmond played for his father at Louisville Male High School, where he set the national record for touchdown passes in a season.
Oh,
with
wow.
57.
God dang!
Great pass again.
57?
Like Tom Brady, Redmond was recruited by Michigan.
As far as recruiting goes, what's the most memorable recruiting story you have so far?
I'd probably just say when I was at my girlfriend's house, and I had no idea who it was, and all of a sudden they said telephone, and I was like, hello, and they said, this is Michigan calling, and I had no idea. I mean, they would call you at your girlfriend's house, so they can go to extremes.
Redmond ended up staying home at the University of Louisville, where he became their all-time leading passer. But he was just another guy in Baltimore, educated in the nuances of the clipboard.
You want to switch seats?
No. I want a cumulative. That way I can look here and see by personnel and down and distance if there's any tendency to what they're doing. So you just keep going.
Chris Redmond was a coach's son, and we had high expectations for Chris. We thought he could process the game a little bit faster than he did, and it just didn't turn out for him.
I was out of the league for a couple of years, actually selling insurance on the streets. It sounded good.
Wow.
You get to play a lot of golf, be outside, and be a people person, which I am. But I found out that it's tough. You know, I found it being harder than football because I was not really good at it. You know, and I was like, man, if I get a chance to do the football thing, I'm going to make sure that I make the best of it.
In the spring of 2005, Redmond got another chance. A tryout with the New England Patriots.
Wow.
You know, Chris is a big, strong kid.
That's correct. The guy that the first quarterback chosen in the draft. Now trying out for the team that Tom Brady's become a superstar on. That's insane.
You know, physically had good talent, but after working with him for a period of time, we just felt that there were other options.
All right, okay.
Redmond was nearly Brady's teammate. Chad Pennington was his rival.
Oh, that was the first one. My bad. That was the first one.
Pennington was the first quarterback taken in the 2000 draft. 181 spots before Tom Brady.
With the 18th pick in the first round, the Jets select quarterback Chad Pennington from Marshall University.
Pennington became a starter in 2002 and led the Jets to a division title, beating out Brady's Patriots.
Pennington plants, throws, end zone, touchdown!
But after that, the rivalry was one-sided. Redmond won 7 of the next 8 meetings.
God dang!
Injuries threatened Pennington's career.
Oh, wow.
I had 2 shoulder surgeries within 8 months. 2
God.
rotator cuff tears, and I had lost the zip on the ball. Well, obviously.
That's that lob throw. That's that slow curve, that slow knuckleball. Oh, I like that. Oh.
You know, a lot of times you're coming back from an injury with a body part that you don't have to survive with it. Shoulder, quarterback, that's your survival. That's your whole livelihood.
All right, here we go. Let's get some yards here. One on, ride 35, on one. Ready?
In contrast, the string bean from San Mateo seemed invincible. At one point, making 111 consecutive starts.
You know, part of being a quarterback, being a leader, is being on the field. And you never want to see someone else do your job. Like Brett Favre, you know, he never came off the field, never even gave a chance to any other quarterbacks to get his job. That's how I feel. I don't ever want anyone to ever think, man, maybe someone can do Tom's job better than he can do it.
I feel that.
We gotta lay down!
In the 2003 season, Brady led the Patriots to another Super Bowl, another last-minute game-winning drive, another Super Bowl MVP award.
Show ain't over yet. We gotta give us another. Not with that dude with that quarterback.
To me, what separates really good players from great players, execute well under pressure. The biggest games, the greatest stage, I think that's what playing quarterback's all about.
A punch-pounding finish to Super Bowl 38. Snap, ball down, kick up, kick is on the way, kick is good! Kick is good!
Dang.
A year later, Brady became the youngest quarterback to win 3 Super Bowl titles.
That's crazy. That's insane, man. That man he was a champion. He was a wolf in sheep's clothing. People couldn't see his potential. But I guess, you know what I'm saying? Like they said, it's hard to see potential from a great college player to a great NFL player.
Mark Bulger was there for Brady's first, a third-string quarterback on the opposing sideline. Another member of the Brady Six.
The next year, we started out a little rough, the Super Bowl hangover, whatever they want to call it. And Kurt ended up breaking his finger. We were 0-5, and Coach Martz pulled me in his office and said, I'm going to start you.
The first game he played was against the Oakland Raiders, and he went in and really tore it up. In the first few games that he played, he was really, really spectacular.
And good patience by Mark Bulger.
Absolutely.
He threaded the needle.
Unfortunately for me, it made me expendable.
Nice. Nice. Really nice.
Uh-oh. We're going to go ahead and stop it there for part 2, though. Yeah, you just can't believe that this many people, not just quarterbacks, but this many players were chosen ahead of Tom Brady. But at the same time, it's like, you don't know what you don't know, and they didn't know Tom was going to be who Tom is. That's all we got. You guys got a favorite video suggestion, you can subscribe to Patreon or drop it in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell, get a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. It's your boy D Neal, out.